keep attacking you until you put enough pressure to get it to back off, or you manage to shoot off its wings and take it down.
There's so much holes in its wings, why aren't you leaving? Hey guys, it's the Gundam Boy, and that's right, we're gonna talk about the Dragon Roach, because there is a big problem with this enemy. A really cool concept for an enemy, but I think it got poorly executed here. And it didn't help that they said you could shoot it down from the wings, but then it still flutters around like a goddamn butterfly. A lot of enemies in this game are designed with, like, some kind of fallback to them. Like Hive Guards, you know, they're slow, but they have a big armored point on their face. Automaton Troopers and Berserkers are both unarmored, but they are fast enough to catch up to the Helldiver. All three Dev unit variants are all slow and armored, unless we're talking about the jetpack version of the Devastator. But my main point is, every enemy that we've had up to this point had some kind of flaw that we could abuse as a Helldiver. Rage Bait used to be believable. Remember when they said we could kill it from the wings? And this guy is fast. Once you start getting its aggro, it will swoop right on top of you. Bile Titans, at least you can walk to the left and avoid its blast, even if they can catch up to you. Overall, they're not that threatening, especially if you have an anti-tank weapon on your team. But not the Dragon Roach. As soon as that motherfucker sees you, it's locked on. And there's no way of avoiding it because it's always magnetized to your position. So, when you back up, it backs up. When you go forward, it goes forward. It's locked onto you. Also, the fire of the actual attack is pretty bugged as well. Because here, visually where I was standing, you'd think I would have dodged that. But no, I still burst into flames. And if you think you can kill it by shooting it in the wings with something like a light pen gun, you're gonna be severely disappointed. Because I gotta tell you guys, the wings are not a fatal part of this dragon. It only transfers 50% of its damage to the main health. And its durable is 100%. So no, you're not going to be shooting the wings of the primary, especially if you want it to be dead, because if you're too slow to kill it, more Dragon Roaches will eventually start stacking on you. So if you're not in a team that's optimized for taking down heavies really quickly, it can end up being a green screen. And no matter how fast they retreat, another dragon is always around the corner, circling me like goddamn sharks! So yes, anti-tank is required. And the reason why you're going to want to use anti-tank against this guy is because if you use something like machine gun or heavy machine gun to try and shoot him down, you'll be doing very minimal damage, and you'll have to deal with the fact that you're green screened. So the Quasar is a perfect option for taking him down as long as you can snipe for his head. Otherwise, if you miss your first shot, you'll have to wait for another charge up to take him down. Same thing applies to the Eat, as you can just take him out in one shot to the face. But you definitely don't want to miss, because you only got 2 shots. Utilizing the Spirit long-range engagement allows you to take down Dragon Roaches within 3 shots. However, this isn't the most optimal use of the Spear Gun, as you can actually take it down in 1 shot as long as he's close. The Dragon Roach actually flies at the perfect angle for a spear just to dome him. This will require you to have him aggroed onto you specifically, though. Recoilless, while it is a good option, you just need to snipe him right in the head to take him down. However, you gotta realize it's, well, recoilless rifle, and you're gonna need a lot of ammo to deal with these dragons. Especially if you can't just point and click this guy out of the air, then you'll have to worry about taking him down in 2 shots. But you have to hit the main segment of the body. If you hit the wing, it's gonna absorb a good amount of the damage. You really gotta aim for the main part of the body, or you're not gonna be doing too much. Because again, the wings have 80% explosion resistance, so if you can't aim, go for the body, and if you can aim, go for the head. The Epoch is another option you could go for taking down dragons, especially if you want to do it by yourself. If you constantly keep hitting body shots, it should kill it in 3. I did also kill a Dragon Roach within 2 shots, but that was me specifically hitting his head. It's one of the more forgiving anti-tank weapons, so if you miss your shots, you still have a couple of more rounds to go. There's just one itty-bitty problem with the weapon, though. The audio in the game is breaking, so sometimes it sounds like this. Whoops! And if you really need to get rid of the dragon, then hit him with Democracy's Hand. If you arc your ultimatum shot just right, you can hit this guy right on the domain. But now that we've seen the ways that you could annihilate this flying bastard, let's take a look at some of the ways you could defend yourself against them. So very obviously, using fire-resistant armor will help you a lot, and all you need to do is hit a stim to counter that damage. Shield generator relay is going to be a good option for protecting positions where you guys have to hold like extract so that the dragon can't roast your nuts. And weirdly enough, ballistic shield is fully capable of blocking the fire attack. So if you're using a weapon like Epoch or Quasar Cannon, it gives you the full opportunity to charge up a shot, fire, and when he fire attacks at you, you can turn around and block it. You know he's hitting you because you can see your guy shake a little. I've dodged some attacks that I don't think I should have actually been able to dodge. So while the breath has its own projectile for attacking you, that gets blocked. And because the ground didn't actually ignite on fire like that on the left, I didn't receive any burn damage. Ballistic shield's not that bad of an option if you're going to use any of the weapons that don't have a support backpack. I'm still surprised that I even survived dodging this one. It really is just as easy as turning away from him to dodge the attack. But that is the end of my video. What do you guys think of the dragon? Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and his name was Roachy. He was a dragon with tethered wings in the air, yet it still flew everywhere.